This podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.
Aloha and welcome to another edition of HNN Overtime, the Hawaii News Now sports podcast coming to you from the HNN Digital Center. I am Kyle Chinen, joined as always by Cienna Pilotin, Davis Pitner. Happy Aloha Friday.
Happy Aloha
Guys,
Friday.
it's not a morning.
It is not a
morning.
It is
We're
a
not
midday.
recording in the morning.
Yes.
It
a
is
win.
the
A win is a
midday.
win.
Yeah.
A little
We
bit
are
more energy.
Still tired,
little
though.
Yeah. Still tired, but a little bit more energy.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
your
We try
weekend,
for you
Davis.
guys. It is.
It is my weekend. I'm sorry, you two. You guys
A
have to
couple of
work.
weekend warriors.
Yeah.
You weekend warriors right over
You
here.
know that-
I used
but-
to be
I was
one.
about to
Yeah,
say.
I used to be a weekend warrior, and then moved to weekly. But you two
To
are
the weekday warrior.
You two
Yes.
are grinding it out on the weekends. I swear, these two are like the
Try.
busiest people. You guys are everywhere covering sports.
Everywhere but nowhere.
My
at the same
God.
time.
Yeah.
It's
We got a lot
unreal.
going on, but I got nothing going on up there. That's how I describe
It is
my
crazy,
workflow.
and I mentioned it last time, everyone, but Olympics are coming up, and these two seriously have been working on some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
We.
stay tuned.
We. 2024 in Paris, you know what I'm
Paris?
saying? The
Wow.
Olympics.
The Olympics.
Yeah. I mean, last time was in Tokyo, Paris, and then it's back to LA in the 2028 games, so
Right.
Yeah.
who knows? Well, 2028 is like a million years away for us in the sports world. We don't got time to think about that. We do have to though think about the right here and right now. And we have
Yes.
some champions to talk about, right, Davis?
Yes.
NHL championship. Congrats to the Florida Panthers for
Panthers.
making history. Their first ever championship
You
in
just
30
drinking out the carton.
years. They're drinking out the
Sorry.
carton.
Kyle, please.
Before we continue, this is not
Not
milk.
It's not milk.
It's a carton of water. It's one of those cartons that have
I'm
water
sure
in
everyone
it.
was wondering, like, what is he
Yeah, Kyle
drinking?
just brought milk.
It's actually just 2%, just pure 2%.
2%.
Sorry, disclaimer.
Sorry, the Florida Panthers. Kyle
So
I didn't
he had a
wanna
drink.
drinking
Rain
his
on your
milk.
parade.
Just brought his milk.
It's lunchtime, you
It's
know.
lunchtime.
But yes, sorry, Davis. The Florida Panthers.
Panthers were eating, speaking of lunchtime.
Oh,
They were-
Oh,
They were eating a huge comeback in the series. They were down 0-3 against the Oilers.
Yeah, that's
But
tough.
then they made a huge comeback, winning in Game 7. Honestly, hockey isn't my sport.
Same.
But you got to appreciate having a huge comeback like that. Having to
Yes.
win 4 games. I'm sure the fans were nervous.
Yeah.
Like,
No, this
having
is
a
a
team.
lot of fun too because I mean the basketball NBA finals went by so quick, and so be able to have an extended long NHL playoffs was so nice. And obviously my Golden Knights aren't in it anymore.
No Knights,
they got
no.
knocked out. Yeah, go. But I have no loyalty to either of these teams, so I honestly just wanted more hockey. So congratulations to the Panthers.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to take away from anything from the team, but their social media team is elite. I'm
dog.
just
Elite.
saying, elite. Their graphics are so cool. So shout out to y'all.
That's cool. Yeah, like you mentioned, rarely in like the NBA Finals or the NHL Finals, the MLB World Series, like rarely do we see full
Yeah,
7-game
I
series
know.
anymore. You either get swept or like
know.
one game goes to the
Yeah.
other team. Like Dallas, they stole a game, but it ultimately went to the
Yeah.
Celtics. So it's cool to see. Like Davis said, I am not the biggest hockey fan, so I don't exactly understand the rules or the game. But I will say visually, the red, white, and blue versus the orange was that's pretty visually appealing to me.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
looks pretty sick. And the
And
dog.
it's just the
And the
dog. I
dog.
saw that. I'm like, I got to throw that
The
in there.
dog.
Yeah.
That's me trying to
But
figure out
also
how
the earmuffs on the dog is just so cute.
It is
He's
on point.
sensitive.
Yeah, it is loud in there.
Loud arena, but
Yeah, you're right though. I mean, like even in the NBA, usually a team will maybe have like one win and it'll be like 2-1, and then we see it go from there. But I mean, down 3, like you kind of have to feel at that point like all hope is lost.
Yeah.
At least as a fan.
And I
But-
mean, like if you're an Edmonton fan, like you're up 3-0 in the series, and you're like,
Yeah.
one more game, and we got this. And then just to have, for lack of a better term, have your heart ripped out by the Florida Panthers. That does have to
I would not
sting.
want to be an Oilers fan.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Canada is on fire.
You know they're hurting.
Throw some of your water on them, Kyle.
Yeah.
On your cart.
Your carton.
That is
Open up the
crazy.
carton.
I can't look at that.
I just came from a different shoot, guys. They were giving these out, and it's free water. So, like,
You gotta take it.
It's just so kid school,
It's-
like cafeteria.
it is. But also, too, like, back in school, like,
Yeah.
school lunch, it was like, what?
It was small, you're right.
small.
Yeah, it
was
was
small.
very small.
Well,
They
I would-
upgraded.
I would be the kid, though, that would ask for double milk. Are you?
What? Chocolate milk?
Oh,
I like
100%
chocolate
chocolate
You could
milk.
only choose chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a school lunch line and you asked for regular white milk, I wasn't your friend. I'm just.
It's
That's
just
fair
so
enough.
jail. Like
People just look at
thinking-
you a little differently.
Yeah.
It's just like thinking back to drinking milk at school. Like that. Why were we doing that?
True, and like for you and I,
Sure.
like, and you too. I'm assuming California did get hot. Like those cafeterias
was
weren't
Oh,
air
steaming.
conditioned.
it got
steaming
hot.
in there.
It got hot in California.
Like
yeah.
our classrooms were warm. The playground, like we were just collecting
Oh,
heat
yeah.
in the Hawaii sun, the California sun, and then we're like, it's time to eat. We haven't drank water all day. What can we quench our thirst with? Dairy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
milk.
milk. But I think back to those days. I think like high school is when I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with my water bottle.
Yeah.
Like that's enough
Yeah,
milk.
too.
for
Especially
me.
with football too. I mean,
Oh,
milk makes, it's good.
Strong bones.
Strong bones. But you gotta hydrate.
did your athletic? I know we're kind of getting on a tangent.
Yeah, this totally went like
But-
completely different way.
Shout out to the Panthers. Congratulations. but back to this
Wait a
topic. But
You could tell we're
Wait
not
a
hockey
minute.
fans when we switch topics
Wait.
over to like milk and like
Poor-
hydration.
The poor Panthers.
the poor Panthers. But this is a sports adjacent question.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Did your guys' athletic trainer, like after practices and stuff, tell you to like, hey, chocolate milk is actually a
Yes.
really good
Yep.
recovery drink?
Yeah, I still
Yeah, I
drink
heard
it to
it.
this
Me
day.
too. Like I
Yeah.
love a chocolate milk, but like I remember one time like I was in the training room. This was like after I hurt my knee in high school, and I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like doing rehab and all that, and then my trainer just chucks me a thing of chocolate milk. I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, a nice little treat, and like, no, it's actually like for your
It
recovery.
really does help.
For
Yeah.
Yeah.
recovery.
I'm like, I never understood the science behind it. But yeah, I was wondering if that was a thing that you guys
Yeah.
got told too.
Yeah.
We got told it. We didn't have free chocolate milks though. What we had was to avoid cramping. Either you could eat a banana or you could take a shot of pickle juice.
Yep.
Oh,
Before
you guys
the
had
game.
pickle juice.
So game day, we would have game day meals, and it was a requirement: banana, pickle juice.
We'd
So-
have the banana before for pregame. Coach Rod would come in with the bag full of bananas and like start like, here you go. But then our trainers too during the game, did they have like the ketchup packets and the mustard packets? I guess
Mustard,
that like the
yeah.
sodium
Does
in that
help.
was supposed to help with
That's
cramping.
like so
Yeah.
crazy to think about, but yeah, it works. But just mustard and ketchup.
Yeah, and it's just like you were like just on offense,
Yeah.
and then like you either score or you're like 3 and out, come back on the onto the sideline, and you're running and screaming to your trainer like, I'm cramping, I'm cramping, and they just throw ketchup packets at you, and you're just like it's a
Oh my
Go-Gurt.
God. I don't actually
It's
think we had
literally
that.
the Go-Gurt.
Oh, to the credit of my trainers and my coaches, I was never the best at stretching, nor did I take stretch lines very seriously.
Same.
So it was my own fault that in the game I would start cramping.
Start cramping. Yeah.
But yes, I was that kid that would always cramp, unfortunately. But you know what? Speaking of cramps,
Yeah.
this won't cramp your style.
I knew you were gonna say
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yes.
Oh my
Davis,
gosh.
yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We
I
have.
knew that was coming. I was gonna say it if you didn't say it. I was right
Could
there.
you could you tell the hamster wheel in my
Yeah,
head was
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to figure out where to go? But we have to talk about the new campaign for the University of Hawaii Athletics
Yes.
Department and the Rainbow Wahine basketball team. you hear that? You, the fans, have a shot to create a jersey for the Rainbow
Say
Wahine.
what?
Wow.
Yes. It is
Look at
called
that.
the Aloha Spirit Collection. So they are taking submissions for a custom jersey that will be worn in January, which I believe it's either their season opener, their home opener, one of the two. It's early on in the season. They'll wear this jersey, and it's completely created by you, the fans,
It's
which
really
is,
cool.
I think, is a crazy idea.
Yeah,
I'm
shout out
so-
to UH for doing this. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
I like how recently they've just been all about enhancing the fan experience at
Yes.
UH. Everything that they're doing, I mean, for football, we saw that new tunnel kind of entrance
Yep.
in a way, and now we're seeing, we saw the different jerseys too.
Oh.
Who's
Oh.
it's Kyle Chinen.
Shout out Canva.
Shout out
Please.
Can. That actually was a decent design. I was
Thank
watching
you.
all the way
Yeah.
through. That actually was good. Check out for Kyle's submission. But
I like it.
I've been so impressed by just kind of everything, and it's reminding me, not to that extent, but little Oregon, where they're getting a little
Yes.
crazier with
Yeah,
their
yeah,
jerseys
yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
What is that all about?
You know, I got to talk to head coach Laura Beeman and the director of marketing, Eric Matthews, our boy. Shout out Eric. He was on the show. He run amok.
The energy.
The energy levels are through the roof in our show. But, they just want to be different and they want to be fan first. And yeah, they kind of been rolling out. They had the retros last year in the B-roll you're seeing right now. And then those black uniforms are those custom ones that they wore too. So they're trying to be a little bit outside of the box. I do want to mention that there are some parameters. It can't be hand-drawn when you submit. It has to be PNG, PDF, JPEG files. And you can't alter the existing logo. So like if you notice in that B-roll that I had, you can use the retro logo. So UH fans rejoice, you can use the retro logo or the normal H. Sorry, just
Please.
the shot of my hand pretending to click a mouse.
Yeah, it's
That's a little
very Eddie'd out of you.
inside. Yes, that was very. I almost borrowed his. He has a stand for his phone that sits on his desk
Yeah.
that he used for Zoom interviews. I almost used that to shoot more like B-roll of me editing,
Yeah.
but I decided not to. So, but shout out Eddie Dowd,
Oh,
man of
boy.
the people. But yeah, so there are some parameters. But yeah, it's gonna be super cool. I think
That's pretty.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
we can
excited.
all submit
We
if
could
we
all
want.
submit one.
Yeah.
That actually would be kind of cool. Each of us create a design.
Yeah.
We-
Mine
I'd be
will
down.
be pink.
Oh, okay.
that would
see?
actually be sick.
That would actually be
Right?
kind of
That
cool.
would be really sick.
The possibilities too, like, are endless. Like you could do this with
Yes.
football. You could do this
Yeah.
with
Yep.
any sport. That honestly would be really cool. I mean, what a cool idea. Shout out to
Yeah.
you, UH.
Yeah, Laura, Coach Beeman is super excited about it. She can't wait. She's one of the people that are going to be kind of judging and making those decisions. Her and star guard Lily Wahine Kapu will also be one making these decisions as to who gets the final say. But the official jersey of the Aloha Spirit Collection will come out in September. September is when they'll make the
Ooh.
final call.
Very interesting. Well, we will, and I like too how when we're looking at your story and watching your story, just how like this is internationally too.
Oh, yeah.
Right. It's not just Hawaii that they're getting submissions. They're getting submissions from everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And they just came back from Japan, so they have
Yeah.
some Japanese fans now that are probably going to submit.
Yeah.
I know the men's team did anime night that one
Mm-hmm.
time, but like they had this graphics package where they like had the players turn into anime characters
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah.
the logo or the word mark was in Japanese. I think the Wahine with like kanji or something on their jersey
Yeah,
would look
yeah.
kind of sick.
That would be cool.
That would be kind of sick.
Possibilities are endless.
They are endless. The HNN Overtime basketball.
That's
jersey.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We could do it.
I mean, we could.
I'd be down.
I mean, the possibilities
We
are
are really
The
endless.
possibilities are endless. Well, guys, we got to talk about it. NBA draft just happened this week, and the talk of the town isn't the number one pick, the Frenchman. Guys, it's Bronny James. Is it a shock? Is it not a shock? Bronny, second round, 55th pick. I think everyone saw it coming to the Lakers. As our resident Lakers fan, see, you have your new starting player here.
I mean,
Bronny, you know, at least he's going to be playing some possessions with his dad. So at some point, we got to see Bronny in that starting lineup.
I mean, the story is great. It really is. But, I mean, yesterday was probably like one of the top 10 Twitter days of all time, just saying. And it also happened to happen the same time as the debate. So that kind of, you know, helped things on the Twitterverse. But the second round, I mean, we all knew he was going to go to the Lakers, which is like fine. You can, you know, like that's what LeBron wants, and what LeBron wants is what he gets. But the second round is crazy.
Yeah.
I think they could have waited because, I mean, who else is going to pick him?
Exactly.
Well, and that's there were rumors too that his agent Rich Paul was telling people not to draft him. Like, he's going to the Lakers, so don't call us. We're not going to answer. Which, if that's true, that's fine. We all know he was going to the Lakers, but, I mean, the second round so early, he was not a star at USC. He could have stayed in college for years to come, and still, if he didn't have that last name, he's right now not an NBA player, I think, personally. But we shall see. It will be cool to see him take the floor. Like, the storyline next year will be great. But, I mean, as a Lakers fan, I'm disappointed. Kind of a wasted pick.
I wrote some last-minute stats down, everyone, for the stats. Very impressive stats. So, one season with the Trojans, he averaged 4.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 2.1 assists per game. For three-pointers, this is in the season, he went 16 for 60 for 3 points.
Shoot.
He had
Shooters
100.
Doesn't mean you make them.
He had 121 points at the end of the season, and for field goals, he went 41 for 112.
Wow.
Bang.
So,
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
is that second round worthy?
No.
I think everyone would tell you
Yeah.
no. And it's fine. I mean, you know, everybody knew the Lakers were going to get him, but that's actually really crazy because, to go all that time at USC and there was no, like, hype around him. It's like there's so many guys. There's a long list of guys, even guys out in Europe or overseas in Japan that we know nothing about, but this guy goes in the second round is so crazy to me.
Like Cienna said, like, I personally think that stay another year in college, whether it was at SC or wherever else he transferred to, develop, because he needs time to develop into a college basketball player.
Exactly.
Right? Like, he is taking this big leap, and like I mean, who knows? And I get it, you know, you're the Lakers organization, you have LeBron pretty much at your fingertips, right? So, like, you don't want to lose LeBron, so you have to get Bronny. But, like, you're in your first year with a head coach that his only other coaching position was at the fourth grade junior level as an assistant coach. That I don't understand. Like, it's for the headlines, like Cienna said. It's for the storyline. But, yeah, if you're trying to rebuild and develop a team that already has LeBron James on it, like, what are we doing?
I almost feel bad for Bronny a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was all his dad. It was all LeBron. And it's kind of like LeBron's his need to play at least a year with his son might have, like, jeopardized, you know, Bronny's growth in a way. Because now, instead of progressing in college, you're stuck on the bench with the Lakers, right? You're not improving at all. You're not, you know, getting what you need to get. So I think in the end, this is going to hurt him in his career. I think it's a great storyline. But I'm sorry, Bronny.
Speaking of the Lakers, though, how do you feel about your guys' first pick, Connect, from Tennessee?
It's hard. The thing with the NBA draft, it's just so hard to tell because so many guys come from Europe, and overseas, and so it was just like, I don't know if we made a great pick or not, because who knows if the guy taken before him or whatever from a country I've never even heard of is better. You just don't know. It's not like the NFL, where you watch these guys for years and years and years, and you know, okay, this is going to be a good pick, or maybe not this guy. But the NBA, I mean, the whole like first round was all these European guys, and I mean, shout out to them. They're taking over the league clearly, but it's just like, it's really hard to judge the talent. So I don't take too much from the NBA draft. I mean, it's fun to watch and kind of see who's coming to your team, but it's hard to tell how far they're going to go, because you just can't. The talent judgment is hard.
Well, you guys know how much we love the Kelce brothers. We seem to do a story about them every other week on the show, as well as the Sphere. But this week, we are focusing on the Kelces. We're going to go one by one, starting off with Travis.
Okay.
People in London were in a little bit of a surprise when his girlfriend, Taylor Swift, brought him up on the stage.
Not the
That's
background
right.
dancer,
Travis
honey.
Kelce.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Oh.
He got in the rhythm of the song. He dressed up with the other dancers, as you can see, and he put on a little show with
the
a
red
little
bottoms?
T-Swift.
Red bottoms. Finding a suit that could fit him is crazy, so shout out to them.
Shout out to the art department. Yeah.
Like, he's huge.
So they were getting her dressed for this song, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. And as you can see by this, Travis fanning her. Yep. So just a little something crazy that happened in the past week. It is, for a lot of fans, they're all excited to see this relationship further. Yeah, I don't.
What is he doing?
He's
goofing off on
Please
stage.
stick to your day job.
Yeah, so I think
Wow.
Travis was thinking that he could do anything since he came out with some songs with Jason. So who knows? Maybe this is his new career.
Who knows?
Dancer?
Truth be told, I've never heard the song that you mentioned that this was the intro for. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they got to get dressed up for any Taylor Swift. Like I don't know why they'd be acting this for any Taylor Swift song, if I'm gonna be honest. But I mean, just
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
There was a lot going on.
Andy
and then he
Reid
just,
probably watched that and shook his head.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yep.
I like this side better, like supportive
Yeah.
boyfriend side. Like,
Yes.
you don't need to get on stage. Let her do her thing.
Literally, like, she didn't rush the field until after the Super Bowl for you, dog. Like, don't get on stage.
Yeah. It's the relationship that everyone is talking about these days.
Still talking about.
Still talking about it, and we have all next season in the NFL to
boy.
get that close-up
We're
camera
so
of Taylor
blessed.
Swift with Mama Kelce
Yes.
in the stands. You know they have. You already know the Chiefs. They're setting up that camera. It's going to be
It's cemented
stationary,
into
the era.
stationary on that booth.
It's never moving.
It's never moving.
Again, our resident Chief fan, Cienna, how are we feeling about it?
I've actually just come to terms with that relationship. I'm just at the point where I'm just not going to get so mad anymore, because before I used to get really mad, and you guys would witness that. And now I'm just like, whatever. I still don't love it. I'm still waiting for them to break up. But I'm not going to go on my whole spiel.
Is she a good luck charm? Because they won.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but at the same time, we did just win, so
Yeah.
there's
Back to
that.
back.
I mean-
yeah, so there's that.
But
Who
also,
knows?
too, it helps when you have the best quarterback in the league.
Now that
Yeah, there's
is
a lot
why
of
I'm
of
yes.
pros to that team. Yeah, there's a
Yes.
lot of
they
pros to
just
that
keep
team.
seem
Patrick
to
Mahomes.
reload. Like,
Yep.
they're able to do crazy stuff like sign that rugby player or whatever. And, like,
Yeah.
knowing Andy Reid is going to turn him into a superstar this year.
Oh my
like,
gosh, she's gonna be so good.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Like, that's the type of team that, like, you know what?
Try it.
Try it.
Why not?
Yeah.
And you know what, Trav? spend a month in London.
Go on field.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a break.
Anywho, we have to continue, right?
We do have
Davis?
to continue.
All right,
moving on
next
to
brother?
the next brother.
brother.
This one was kind of cool that happened recently. Jason Kelce showed up at a bar to pass
I
out
love
some
him.
Jello shots,
He's so great.
wearing a green and white outfit, the luchador mask, and armed with a tray of Jello shots. He made his way behind the bar this week. Jason joined a bunch of other Eagles players to go tend the bar, meet the fans, just kind of,
is so
show
fun.
some support to everyone, sign autographs, take pictures. So, super fun event over there. What a neat opportunity for fans.
Wait, was
to
Jalen Hurts there?
Let's see.
I don't believe so. No, I
Sigh.
think a lot of people were there
Yeah.
except for
on
the one and only.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah. In Davis's notes, we had Bo Allen, Brandon Graham, Dallas Goedert, Landon Dickerson, Jake Elliott. The kicker was there. Good for him.
I mean, I'd rather have Jalen Hurts there, but I'm sure me and all the women there.
Oh yeah, they were like so upset that it wasn't Jalen Hurts. Other than that, I mean, yeah, it seems like it's just the big boys out there today. On Ocean Drive, I believe is the bar that they're at. I did see videos though that Kelce made an appearance.
Yes.
Our queen.
Our girl.
Our queen.
There's also this funny video. I believe it's from the same event because he's wearing the same outfit. But they were playing some games, some bar games, and I guess the DJ played one of his favorite songs, and like Jason just starts going nuts and starts doing his little dancey dance, and
Fancy dance.
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
it was
mean-
cool. So this was all for a charity event as well.
Yep.
Since 2021, the event has raised more than $630,000. As we all know as well, Jason Kelce retired after 13 seasons. However, we're going to be seeing him every week for ESPN's Monday
Yes,
Night
Monday night.
Countdown.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Starting this year. So I'm excited. I think he has such an energy too on his podcast with him and Travis that I think that personality is just gonna, enhance Monday night
Yeah.
like football. I think it's gonna make it
Party.
more fun.
I have
it's
a
gonna make it a
feeling
party.
that you know how Monday night they do the Come On Man.
Yes.
I have a feeling that majority of his segments this season is gonna be Travis. Like
Probably. Yeah.
just him shacking a fool out there. But no, I still keeping up with Kelce's.
Yeah.
Jump with the Kelce.
That's the
You
show
have
we
to.
want.
Yeah.
That is the show. And it might be a show
I
sometime.
mean,
Could be a reality.
if they're smart, they would. Cause I'm kind of overseeing the celebrity families. This is the
Yeah.
family we want to follow.
It is the family. Should do more.
Yeah. And I believe I was watching their podcast. The luchador mask that he was wearing was sent in by a fan. I think
Oh,
he
that's
mentioned
cool.
it and he
Yeah.
put it on. So that's also cool. He is the best
Man of the people.
man of the people, king of Philly, really.
King of Philly.
Well,
Make him
Well,
mayor.
I mean,
Well. Let's not sleep on my man, Jalen Hurts.
one of one.
Yeah.
That
Well, who knows?
hey,
Thank you
he's
to that man.
he do be doing his thing. I did see though in the offseason he shaved the
Yeah,
goatee.
let's not talk about
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I was
we're
about to
not
say
gonna talk about that.
that might have docked some points
Yeah.
within the fandom.
But don't worry, by season starts, it'll come back hopefully. Please, bring the goatee back.
Please. Oh man. Well, I think with that.
So there's your Kelce
Yeah,
update.
your
There's your
Kelce
Kelce
update.
update, everyone. Who knows? Next week, probably going to be the Sphere. So
Ooh.
I'd
What-
rather have the sphere.
What's that guy up to?
we'll have to find out. I'll find something.
That wacky crazy guy.
Wacky guy.
I did hear that isn't the Sphere hosting the NHL draft?
I think it is.
I think
yeah.
it is.
Today?
I think it is
Yeah,
going on.
It is
So
right now, I think.
Next week we'll take a look at those visuals because I'm sure we'll
Yes,
have
that'll be really cool.
that'll be super cool. I honestly though, the NFL draft was in Vegas 2-3 years
2
ago.
years.
They
Yeah,
they
it
missed
should
their
go.
they missed their window to do it at
Who
the
knows?
Sphere.
Next year they could.
I believe
That would be pretty
Isn't
cool.
it?
I believe it's in Green
Set,
Bay.
Yeah. Yikes.
Well,
Sorry.
move it back to
Gross.
Vegas
I mean,
immediately.
yeah.
Yes.
Vegas.
I think Vegas should host it every year.
Green
if
Bay.
I'm being honest.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Like how it used to be in New York every year.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. I
Like-
get it. It's for like the teams that will never host Super Bowls. They get the draft, but like
Loki, do they want it?
exactly like. Does Green Bay, Wisconsin, the people of Green Bay, Wisconsin, want the draft there?
You got to give football fans something because
the
they're not
Packers
getting enough from their team.
That
so
is true.
True.
The Packers ain't draft. They're not known for their drafts anyways. So like,
Pack.
go Pack, go to all those lowly Packer fans out there.
Aw.
wow.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Jordan Love.
Just like Auntie Lynn's husband. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Sad.
Oh.
Out in the Green Bay.
Green Bay, go Pack, go.
Go back. Go.
The Jordan Love era is upon us,
It
y'all.
is. Yep. Yep.
Same how the Geno Smith era is going on in Seattle. So I will.
Go Hawks.
I don't know why I'm talking
Go
because
Hawks.
I'm literally in purgatory at the moment with this team. We ain't gonna do nothing. So
Yeah.
enjoy y'all's seasons.
I will.
Let's see how it goes.
I love Patrick Mahomes.
Out of all of us, C will.
Sienna will, yeah.
C will. Chiefs fans will. Mama Kelce will. Taylor Swift.
winning.
Lynn Kawano, like
Lynn
Yep.
all of our
Kawano.
resident
We'll
Chiefs
just-
fans. They're eating good in the neighborhood
Yes,
lately.
they are.
And it doesn't seem
No.
like they're gonna slow down anytime
No.
soon. And neither are we. But this
You're gonna say that.
this has been a fun one, guys.
This is good. This is
Yes.
good.
This is a good one. For you guys, thank you so much for listening and watching to this episode of HNN Overtime. To catch any of our older episodes, you can head to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get the rest of our HNN podcasts. The video version is going to be on our YouTube page. We got a QR code coming up right now, so you can scan that. That will get you to everything you need. Be sure to follow our Instagram, HNN Overtime, no spaces. For
No space.
Sienna,
If you put a
yeah.
space in, yeah,
You won't find
You
us.
won't find us. Yeah.
Definitely won't
Just
find
want to
us.
mention that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's critically important that you get the username right. Otherwise, you won't find us,
Yeah.
and that is a tragedy.
Yeah. You're gonna miss out on so much.
I mean, so much fun. We're cool to hang
We're
out
cool.
with. I mean, like, who knows? But for Sienna, Davis, I'm Kyle. Thanks so much for listening and watching. Aloha.
This podcast is sponsored by Happy Warrior Kava. Be a happy warrior. Drink, relax, and enjoy the strong and smooth taste of the best-selling kava in the islands. Happy Warrior Kava.